Now, this is when the reporter asks JD Vance directly, "Are you planning on running for president in 2028?" And his response is perfect.
You're one of the youngest vice presidents that we've ever seen in the history of our country. Are you expecting to run for president in 3.5 years?
Oh, Maria, you're the first person who's asked me that. And I'd say that we've not thought a lot about politics in the last 6 months. We've thought about getting the American people's business done. We'll see what happens come 2028. But the way that I think about this is the best thing for my future is actually the best thing for the American people, which is that we do a really good job over the next 3.5 years. So we'll cross the political bridge when we come to it. I'm not thinking about running for president. I'm thinking about doing a good job for the American people. And I think the best way to do that is to make sure that President Trump is a success.
That, my friends, was a perfect political answer. It was just vague enough, just clear enough, and just understandable enough. He said, "What I'm focused on right now is helping the American people win as much as possible to make their lives better, easier, and richer. And if I do that, well, I'm going to be in a great position to run in 2028. And he's right. That's all he needs to focus on, because if him and Trump don't succeed, then sure, he can run in 2028. But he's going to basically be in a Joe Biden, Kamala Harris kind of position, fighting an uphill battle. But if him and Trump do what they're supposed to do and keep doing what they have been doing these past 2 weeks, he will have strong wins at his back. Name one Democrat that can even come close to the quality of JD Vance. And if you combine that with a successful track record for him to campaign on, it will be a blowout like the Democrat Party has never seen. Now, he moves on to talk about the tariffs on Mexico and Canada, but as I'm recording this on Monday morning, Mexico has already capitulated and agreed to put 10,000 of their troops on the southern border. So only Canada is left standing, but I wouldn't be surprised by the time I actually edit and upload this video, Canada's capitulated as well too.
Are you expecting retaliation?
We'll see what happens, but I think, unfortunately, the retaliation has already happened. The problem with this whole idea that they're going to retaliate is they have already been taking advantage of America for decades. The retaliation is Donald Trump saying no more. We're not going to be taken advantage of anymore, and I think it's important the president is doing what he's doing. Now, look, it looks different ways and comes in different forms, whether you're talking about Canada or China or Mexico. We know that Mexico has allowed the facilitation of the illegal drug trade and illegal sex trafficking for years and has done nothing about it. If they want to be a better partner to us, the time starts now. We know the Chinese, of course, have stolen American manufacturing jobs for 30, 40 years, and also that they facilitated the trafficking of illegal fentanyl into Mexico, where the drug cartels then bring it into our country. We are sick of being taken advantage of. We still have, thank God, the biggest economy in the entire world, the best people and the best workers. But the message from President Trump to the entire world is very clear. We are done being taken advantage of, and we have a president who looks out for the interests of American citizens.
We cannot continue to enrich Mexico and Canada, both of which we have a trade deficit with, if neither one of them are going to do anything to curb the flow of illegal immigrants and fentanyl into our country. That should be common sense. Just because you're our geographical neighbors doesn't mean we have an obligation to be so nice and kind to you when your actions are directly leading to the deaths of hundreds of thousands of Americans. You can't claim to be a partner and also have zero respect for our sovereignty or the well-being of our citizens, especially when so much of the wealth of your country is tied to Americans deciding to spend money with you for no other reason than to help you out because we share borders.